to show you how to create a bar graph in your Google document. So your Google document will be open and you're going to click Insert and then you're going to click Chart. You're going to select Bar. When you do so, a pre-generated bar graph is going to appear on your Google documents. You are going to click on the bar graph to select it, and then you're going to come up here and click the drop down arrow and you're going to click Open Source. What that's going to do is open up the bar graph into a Google Sheets. If you give it a few moments, it is going to pull the graph along with the data up into your Google Sheets. Once it does so, if you scroll up, you will see the data and you will see the graph. We want to change this data. First and foremost, we do not need this column that says team. So I'm going to highlight all of it. I'm going to right click and then I am going to delete this column. So if I click delete column, it eliminates the teams. At the top where it says period 1, this is going to be your x-axis, and for your lab, this is going to be the trials. Where it says period 2, this is going to be your y-axis, and this is going to be the actual number of drops. All right, and then where it says trials, you are going to enter 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 because you had 5 trials. So simply type, and then I'm typing the down arrow, and then go down and get that 5th trial in there. Where it says actual number of drops, you are going to put in your drop amount. So I'm going to put in some made up numbers so that I can generate a graph. Okay, now you can see this is not the bar graph that we're going to want. This is not a typical bar graph. So if you click on the graph itself, now that you have the correct numbers in place, you're going to click these 3 dots here and you're going to click Edit Chart. When you click Edit Chart, there's going to be a pane that comes up on the right hand side. Under Setup and Chart Type, we're going to click on it and we're going to select the column chart, which is the second chart here on the right. When you click that, it should switch it to a bar graph that we are accustomed to. It's going to have your actual number of drops on the y-axis. It will have your trials on the x-axis, and then it gives the graph a title. It's always going to do y versus x. So whatever's on the y-axis will be the beginning of your title versus whatever is on the x-axis. If you want to play around and make your graph look different, you can go to Customize. You can change the chart style, changing the color and things of that nature. You can change the axes. So here in the drop down menu, if you want to change the chart title, you can do so. You can click on this menu. You can put a subtitle in. You can change the horizontal axis, which is going to be your x-axis. You can also change the vertical axis as well. That's about all you would probably want to change. Everything else, the legend, if you want to put it in the center, you can do that. You have things you can change on your horizontal axis. I probably wouldn't change anything there. And also your vertical axis, I wouldn't change anything there. So if you want to put grid lines in, you can make that change in the last option down at the bottom for your vertical and your horizontal axis. All right, so once you have the chart like you want it, you're going to click Close. And then you're going to go back to your Google Doc, and then you're going to click Update. And when you click Update, the chart from your sheet will appear. And you, at that point, are done. If you want to, you can unlink it, but I wouldn't, because it's linking it to your Google Sheet where all of your data is. And so then, therefore, you have your chart ready to go. If you want to then go on to do other things, if you click to the right side of your chart, you can then hit Return and go on to your next item.